We're going to rap. Yo, it's maybe we can help. My name is Tasia R. I'm throwing it to Risha because she got bars. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I'm rapping.
Anyway,
Welcome to Maybe We Could Help, the podcast where we give our unsolicited advice. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it won't. You be the judge. I am Tasia Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
And today we gonna get a little personal because we realize you guys are getting to know us through the eyes of the podcast. So we just want to let y'all know how life is going, the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations. Nah, we ain't going through.
It's a trying time. Life is lifing, but it's still a victorious feel to everything.
It is. Like, I got some good highs. Like, I came into 2024 with like 5 debts. And I was like, like at least 3 or 4 of them was over 900, maybe $1,000. I was like, Lord, I want all of these debts paid off, please. And now I'm only down to 2.
Look at God.
So, and one will be done by the end of June. So I only have 1 left. So I'm just
That's
like,
awesome.
that's a good thing. But in
you
the
only halfway through the year.
Kudos to you.
I know I'm only halfway through the year, but on the other side, I get on my husband's nerves. No, I'm playing.
Talk about
I
it.
do.
talk
I really
about
do
it,
though. It
talk
was
about
now.
it.
This is a silly thing though, but I was getting on his nerve, and it was funny because he was doing this. And you know, anytime a man do that, they just like, please shut up. But he ain't gonna tell me shut up. And it was just over simple stuff. Like why do women take their emotions and just at a peaceful time and ask random questions?
Time of peace.
I was like,
Bring chaos.
you love me? Why would you? Yes, I love you. You love me?
Do you love me?
Why
You love me?
What do you love about me? Oh my God.
Right
Now
now?
you just be stressed sometimes. But I mean, other than that, I mean we cool. We all right now. My personal life kind of boring though, cause I'm just married and I got a kid.
Wow.
Why did you laugh?
Because you
I'm
act like
serious.
that's supposed to be the norm just because you married, you boring.
No, but
No. Yeah, that's how you sounded. I mean, I'm married, so I got a kid, so I'm boring. What?
I don't think that's why I'm boring.
I don't think you guys are boring at all. But whatever.
Y'all are absolutely funny. But I understand what you mean. Like, you don't feel
Yeah.
like it's nothing dramatic going
Yeah,
on in life.
not now. I mean, people see me. People like in the salon. I'm pretty sure nobody knew I was experiencing like real loathing from my husband last week. No, probably nobody would tell, but my close friend, like y'all would know because y'all know
Mhm.
me.
And we pray for you.
Aaron's behind the camera. He's our producer, and he's looking at me like he knows I won't feel him last week, but nobody would know that. So I think people look at me and they be like, everything is always perfect with her, or everything is always good, and I just be in the back crying.
Jesus help. Lord.
I'm smiling in the camera, and I just be like,
It be the truth though, because when you walk out and face the world, you gonna smile again.
I'm gonna smile. And I remember somebody had said
Oh,
like,
my
you don't
God.
know what I'm like. They were going through with their husband. They was like, nothing's ever wrong with you. I was like,
Child, that's because I don't wear it like you.
I wanted to take him to the lawyers last week. What are you talking about? I just wear it differently because trials and tribulations are gonna come, and you just gotta
You really
get
gotta
through
trust
it.
God.
And I mean, I'm very emotional, and sometimes I'm a prisoner of the moment. So if I feel like we're going through one isolated situation, I feel like the whole thing is jacked up. And Aaron would call me out. He's like, this is just one isolated situation. I'm just like, you don't love me like you. I literally said this verbatim. I said, I just feel like you don't love me like you used to. Hearing it now, I'm probably tripping. I was probably hungry.
Oh my
I'm probably
gosh.
hungry.
I said that verbatim, and he was just like,
You needed a Snickers.
gosh. I know
See,
he'd
but
be
he's
stressed.
patient. Like he doesn't shut you down about it. Like he like, Lord, my poor baby. Come on, baby. What is it? Like he literally be just trying to reel it back in. He not
Yeah.
walking out on you. He not being angry about it. He not throwing it back at you. He like, Tay, come on.
Reality check.
And that's beautiful though, to even have that space to be
Kudos
that
to
type
Aaron.
of vulnerable with him.
It is. The only time Aaron has walked out, the only time he's walked out is when I hurt his feelings. Like when and he's just like, I don't want to be around you right now. And that's understandable because I know how to. Women, if you with
We
a
know.
man, you know how to hurt his feelings. You know how to push his buttons. And I knew what I was doing. I was very aware. Used to be a manipulative person, so I knew what I was doing. And that's the only time we walk out. But I used to be a gaslighter too, because I'd be like, well, you know, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't. And I'm playing all this back as I'm talking to y'all. I'm just like, dang, maybe I wasn't the greatest, but it's okay. Y'all
You
love
live
me
and you
anyway.
learn,
Exactly.
We
and
love
he
you just
loves
the way you
through
are.
it, right?
Exactly.
And you've allowed
I think it's
yourself to grow.
important. Yes, to grow. And I think it's very important to know that you have friends that you can talk to, you know, and that aren't going to judge you for, you know.
Or judge your partner and be like, well, leave him. Or because you ain't even got to tell them everything. Because
Right.
sometimes when you see it on the person, you be like, they probably going through. And it's not even for you to assume nothing. Like when you really got true friends, you pray for them. You do what it was going to do, make you happy right now. I know you probably got to go back home to whatever you got to go back home to. But what can we do? Let's
Right.
liven
And
this moment up.
honestly, yeah, that's what they do. Like if I am in the salon and something is wrong with me, because normally if something is wrong with me, I don't really want to be bothered. But if they treat me normal, like nothing is wrong, or like just kind of show love and like, what do you want to watch? What do you want to eat? What you want to do? Like stuff like that. Kind of take my mind off it. It calms me down. I'm just like, okay, let's relax. Let's not be so uptight and tense, because it happens that way sometimes.
It does.
It really does.
It helps you to release, to relax.
Like
Like I
we
was
all
saying,
had those days.
it's
in
just
the
like
salon.
when you have those type of friends, you know, that are around you, they're not going to judge you. They're just going to be like,
Speaking of friends, I had a client. Well, she's not really a friend, but I thought we were cool. You know what I'm saying? Because you build a relationship with your clients. So I thought we were cool. I'd been doing her hair for some time now. And it was a situation. She felt like I didn't do her hair to her liking, which is fine. It happens in our business, normal things. And I was like, fine. And I still got the messages to this day. And I was like, fine, that's absolutely fine. I can, because at the time I didn't have a refund policy in place. I still don't, but neither here nor there. I will fix your hair for free. If you do not like it, or if something went wrong, or if you want me to tweak something, I will fix it and not charge you for it. And that's what I just let her know. I will fix it for free or a discounted price, like either one. And she's like, okay, that's fine. I was like, so when can we set something up? I was very transparent with her. I said, excuse me, this is my days off. This is my days I'm working. She was like, okay, that doesn't really align with me. I was like, okay, fine. Well, just let me know when you're available. And I left it at that. A couple weeks later, she's like, hey, what are we going to do? Because it's been 3 weeks and I haven't heard anything from you. I'm just like, heard anything from me? I've been waiting to hear something from you about your schedule. I'm in the salon all the time. Just come. Not come, but just let me know your schedule so we can arrange something. I'm trying to fix your hair for free. You would think somebody would want to come and get their hair done. Guess not. Neither here nor there. But never messaged me back after that. It is what it is, and I just let it go. It is what not saying I don't care, but whatever. I saw this person, and this person looked me up and down. Just like, and walked away. And I was just like, it did hurt my feelings because I was just like, I felt like I handled it the best I could. And for you to still be upset after, I'm going to say it's like 2 years. It's just like, I thought we were better than that. As not only as a client and a stylist, as people, as a person, as somebody who knew me outside of doing hair. And I was just like, but I forgive you. And I had to search my heart because I was like, I don't want to be holding anything from like against her.
Right.
So Lord, help my heart, because
something that small gesture can literally plant a seed.
Yep. And I had to
people
let
like,
Lord
forget
forgive me.
you. I did this for you. I got more clients. You replaceable, because a lot of people could have said that so wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know.
Yeah. But I was like, okay. But I do forgive her, and I hope she forgives me eventually, because I don't want to be her reason to miss anything.
She don't want to make. Why she don't? Yeah, I
I
get
don't
it.
want to be her reason. Amen.
Woo, the tea. Okay, girl.
My tea be lukewarm. It do.
So it's gonna go lukewarm, warm, hot.
Oh, your tea is steaming.
Yeah, it's steaming because it's mad fresh. But go ahead.
I don't got no tea.
No, before you came in, so she was like kind of going through, not saying going through, but explaining her, I'm gonna be I'm gonna try to be in a
Her talking
relationship.
herself.
No, wait.
Trying to prep talk herself.
I am getting back. I'm
That's what she said, and then Aaron brought up vows and stuff like that. She said,
I'm
"You know
not
what?"
doing that.
She literally
That's exactly what she be saying.
verbatim. She said, "Well, I'm not gonna do that. Well, I guess I don't want to be married no more." And Aaron's like, "I'm not trying to plant those seeds because I want you to find somebody." She's like, "Nope, I'm not gonna find anybody now because I'm not doing that." I said, "Lord, Aaron," I said, "See what you did? See what you did."
I mean, the reset button happened because they've been talking, oh, you can do it. You can find somebody. And the thing about it is, I don't want y'all to think that I'm like some man hater or anything like that. I just haven't found a person that matches my honesty. That's the truth. And the way that I care about people. And so, or at least, not that I know of. Maybe they did and they ain't expressed. I don't know. But and then the marriage that I did have really, really, really took a toll on my trust levels and, all of that. So
even after marriage,
yes,
you had talking to someone and they kind of took you on a merry-go-round for like 5 years.
They did. They
6
did. Well,
years?
I can't really say that they did that because they let me know, what it was from the beginning.
That's how they get you though. And then they still treat you all nice like you mean something.
That's how they get you though.
That's the
And then they
tea.
treat you all nice like that.
That's the tea. That's
Yeah,
the tea.
Pretty much. I mean, it can happen. It can happen.
It definitely can.
And then sometimes you meet people that are good people, and when you meet good people, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, because just because they're a good person, not mean they're good for you.
That's a fact.
That's it. It's so much that gotta go into it. Compatibility.
Spirituality.
Yes,
is number
communication. Yes, spirituality is number
Jesus,
one.
how
If you
can
don't
two
know
walk
God
with-
and He don't know you, we don't know each other.
one. That part.
So, because you're not even going to have the same moral compass that I have. And then with me wanting to, this is a big thing for men, me wanting to remain celibate, until I know for sure you want to wife me. You know what I'm saying? And you were going to be together
Until I say I do.
forever. Yeah,
That
right.
part.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's it.
you are like, nah, you got to test drive. Ain't no testing.
People, that's such a awful saying because
People need to grow up.
I mean, you can, even if you don't. I'm not saying how can sex be bad.
It can be bad.
It can.
I feel like
I guess.
if your parts work and your parts is the size that I can tolerate, we gonna be all right.
Like,
And if my parts work,
if you got a good communicator, everybody
Right.
if
you got a good communicator, yeah.
Right.
You get what I'm
do have to tell
saying?
you
Like,
what you
make sure he can communicate. Make sure she could communicate. I know we have other things out there, them days and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, they make sure the people can communicate with the people.
Because if not, you gonna be laying there and never experiencing.
That's
the
why I
wonders.
said. That can be tweaked. That can be grown. That can be something that's not the end all be all. I mean,
Facts.
even you said size,
Right,
they
but that's
have
what I'm saying.
corrections for those. They do have corrections for them.
I mean, let's
But
not
I'm
talk
just
about
saying.
it, but I'd be
I'm
like,
just
what's
saying.
You have people. Some people they used to go back to saying, I probably will never know, but
never know what.
they say that when little people. This not what does they say? It's not the size of the boat; it's the motion in the ocean.
Oh yeah.
I ain't
Facts,
never
facts,
had to
facts.
figure that out, but
Yeah.
but they probably right. How y'all know?
Mhm.
Y'all know?
I
See?
plead the fifth.
We can't help y'all.
know.
Risha might be able to help y'all.
I
I
plead
don't
the
know.
fifth.
Well, you
I
was on
plead
the
the
other side
fifth.
of the rainbow at one point.
Like one person.
So that ain't
Well,
surely if you ain't even got to have one at all, a small one can help
relax
you.
yourself.
I mean, my God.
No, that's some tea for y'all.
You already said that on another podcast.
It don't matter. They might
It
not have
don't
watched
matter.
that one. They might have just been tuning in right then.
Hilarious. Keep going.
But I'm just
yeah.
saying, if people can be satisfied,
Yeah,
and
don't
you ain't
take
got
much.
one at all. Surely y'all can figure something out.
Facts.
But either way, sex can be evolved
Facts.
as
That
long
part.
as the
They just
two
have to have
parties are
self-control.
willing.
That part.
That's all you need. Two willing parties.
Mm-hmm.
They say, I love
It can
you
be
past
your
growing.
You can grow
Love.
better.
If it's love.
Right. I'm about to
Love,
say if it's love, 'cause
love
lust
does
don't want
not
your body.
fail. Say what you want. I believe what the Bible says about love, and it does not fail.
Facts. And
So
love
what
is
y'all believe? Do
patient.
y'all
Love
think
is
that?
kind.
It's
Love
all
is
of those things.
long-suffering.
I think
Love.
Infatuation, lust, all of those things are like
trauma.
Because if we can be honest, that's what these
Sink
people
and
are
sand,
feeling
all of the other
on
ground.
like Love is Blind, Married at First Sight. They are feeling infatuation. That is not love.
Mm-hmm.
They do not love that person just yet.
Right.
Off of these little conversations, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that hair.
I'm about to
It's
say,
not-
tell you gotta get it now.
It'd be great. I think they're feeling infatuation. They are not
Absolutely.
feeling love.
Yeah, because a lot of them ain't even. I think only one from Love Is Blind, like the
Depends on the
Cameron
season.
and.
some of them make it.
Well,
Yeah, some of them make it. Yeah, some of
Yeah.
them. I think
But
it's like
out
6.
of all the ones that do, or like get to that point, and then they just like, nah, I ain't gonna do this, or yeah.
'Cause
But
it
it shows you
grows.
how many people actually fall in love versus how many people don't, and they just get together.
Right.
You
and then
know.
they just make that bond, and the next thing you think it's love, and you grooming something. It's not even love.
You'll know it ain't love when something go wrong. You ready to throw them in trash. You are trash. I never loved you. I'm not willing to fix nothing for you.
Right.
I don't want to
you
do.
got too many
I don't want to
rules.
do it.
My
I don't want to do
lord.
it. And that's my thing. That's what I meant when Aaron, my wonderful brother, when he was talking about saying the vows again. First of all, I said I ain't saying them. And I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this, y'all. I don't want to say them vows. Love, honor, obey, and do all that stuff till death do us part. Because
I honestly don't remember.
I felt
in there.
in my last marriage, I felt like it was one sided, and I was loving, honoring, obeying, cherishing, and carrying on and stuff like that. Because I was like, God, I made this vow, Lord, I'm gonna hold on, And then even when I had a hair, ain't not even a string, you have a hair at this point,
One
and
piece.
I was like, Lord, I'm gonna treat this hair like I should, and I was trying to moisturize, and I did
Trying to make a whole wig out of it.
Listen, okay, trying to make $1 out of half a penny or something. But anyway, and I kept those vows until there was nothing to keep it with. Like, you ain't even here. So, I don't want to say those again because I felt like I
you
let
would
God
make your
down.
own?
Yeah.
For
I want to
sure.
make up my own. And I told Aaron I was going to I vow to leave you if you cut the fool. And I will put forth the same effort that I put in the last relationship. But if it's not reciprocated by April 1st, if I start in January, if I'm gonna give you some
You got a
time.
90-day mark.
Something, and if it's not reciprocated, I vow to leave. How about that? That's my vows. Is that good vows? Y'all don't agree? How long?
I'd say you pray about it because you prayed about when to leave last time, and the Lord said,
I
"Hey,
did.
it's okay."
I
so
prayed and I prayed and I
you
prayed.
gonna
and
have
I
to
prayed
kind
and I
of,
prayed and I did.
But first of all, the word of God to you and to me that it won't be the same like last time. So trust that and know that you don't have to vow to leave. But if you want to put that in there, that is your own stipulation. But I don't feel like you would have to.
Yeah, I just it was extreme.
Do
It
you
was
feel
on
like you're still like healing from that? That's why you feel like you just can't just
If I
let somebody all
wasn't-
the way in.
yeah, if I wasn't still healing from it, I would probably be okay with starting a relationship. You don't want to bring anything
Right.
onto anybody else. Not if you really want to find love. You're not willing to put anybody in that position.
Right, or attract somebody with trauma that you still kind of healing in.
Because
like you could be
they're
at the
attracted.
end
The
of
trauma in
yours.
you is attracted to the trauma in them.
Right, exactly. You could be at the end of yours, but they could still be.
And I believe that's what happened with the other dude. He was crazy. He was all jacked up on the inside, and
that was when you first got back too.
I mean, and I attracted him right away. Right away. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's different. There's definitely guys that are coming at me and they're trying and they're putting forth their best effort, and I'm like, any, many, mighty, no, to all of them. And I'm pretty, you know, I kind of stand on that because I want to be, that the wife that God has called me out to be, and I know I can. And they be laughing at me when I say that because they're like, because I feel like I'm a great person on the inside. I really do.
Cheers.
And I know that I'm going to give my all to it.
Oh, absolutely.
So therefore, it's like, do I really want to do that for you? No, I don't want to do that again, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So Aaron was bringing that up. He was like, "Are you gonna vow to love, honor, obey?" And he started listing
I gotta go look at
all
those
them
vows
I think
vows.
she throwing that obey in there because I don't remember saying
And I
obey
said,
either.
"Hi."
Obey.
Love, cherish,
Who?
Submit. I
Ooh.
remember submit.
love, honor,
Yes.
cherish.
Submit
But he's supposed to
yourself
love me.
only
If he
to
loves
me.
me
Let's look at
the way Christ loves the church, baby, you can have it all
Oh, facts.
right now.
No cap.
Where you at? What you doing?
Okay.
You know, because all the trauma
tell
is
you
gone
something.
after that. I mean, I'm
I'm
healed.
doing cartwheels.
If I know that you're gonna
cooking
love me the way
Sunday
Christ loves the
dinners
church,
on
and you're
a
willing
Monday
to dedicate that to
afternoon,
me, say less,
child,
sir.
Let me tell you something.
You can
We
have it
working out
all.
together. We can do
What
it
you-
all. I'm just saying, like, the world is your
all
oyster.
of it.
If you can literally love me according to the word of God with your flaws and all and XYZ and be there to fight, oh, we in there for lifers.
Right.
We
I don't know
locked
about fighting,
in.
but yes.
Taya's looking up these vows.
Yeah, I
y'all.
wanted to look up the vows, and I was like, I really
serious
don't
about this
remember.
though, babe.
Oh, okay. So this part, okay. In the name of God, I blank take you blank to be my wife or husband, whatever. To have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and health, to love and to cherish until parted by death.
But
This
I
is
don't
my
remember
solemn
love,
vow.
honor, and obey.
That's one of them. That's the traditional one. It's another
Okay,
one.
I was
though.
gonna say because I remember
Pastor gave me
love,
that one
because
when
I
got
remember
married.
hearing obey. But till death do you part.
This is the one I too remember. The officiant says this. And they says the woman name. Will thou have this man or woman to be thy wedded wife or husband, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Will thou love him or her, comfort him or her, honor and keep him or her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others to keep thee only unto as long as you both shall live.
Yeah,
I remember
heard
saying
one too
that, and
before.
they say I will, and then they say the other ones.
Right. And I
Yeah.
do
But I
feel
said
like
I don't remember saying obey. I don't remember saying
Maybe they
that.
look at honor as obey.
well,
maybe.
honor them is, you know, because I mean,
I'm
you
saying,
supposed
well,
to honor
maybe
your
they
mother and
do.
father.
Just mean
That
obey.
I can say
in
those
a way.
things. I can say because those things are true.
Mhm.
I just kind of, I guess I a lot of the trauma came from even believing I let God down. You know that it was supposed to be until death do us part, and I felt like man, you know, I really messed that up. You know, like even though I didn't feel like it was my fault, I really didn't. You know, feel like it was my fault that we didn't make it. But I just felt like, man, you know, the vows that I took, it when you love God with your whole heart,
It hits
Tough.
different.
you don't want to let him down. You just
My
want to do it
God.
right, you know. And I felt like God, like there wasn't anything. And I know that, you know, I know for me, my ex-husband thought, he was like, you broke the vows because you left. I'm like, well, you had already broke all of them before I left. Like you broke them all.
I would have switched. I'd have been like,
I did what? Like, you literally broke all of them, all the vows. It's not when the person leaves that they're broken. It's when you break the first one is broken.
Yeah.
You know, so
absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, that was medium. Okay,
Medium tea.
we getting a little steeper, a little hotter in here.
It's
Little-
getting hot in here. What is it? So, my life and my life tea. Life has definitely been lifing for me. Bars.
But we gotta talk about the good things too. Because
Yeah,
you
no,
recently got
'cause-
your
Well, yeah. So everybody knows that I went to school last November for waxing, and I just finished. I finished in January, but it was some mishaps or whatever that I had to get through. I got disappointed, you know, and it was even hard to even try to go back to that lady because I was like, the nerve. You didn't tell me. And I would cry when I left. And Sheena was like, no, this happened last time before. Because when I had trouble getting my cosmetology license too. Like I left the test was all the way in Raleigh. I left my ID in North Carolina. So that means I drove 2 hours without no license. Didn't even realize it.
You left your ID at home.
That's what I said.
No, you said the test is in Raleigh. I left my ID,
ID
in
at
North
home.
Carolina.
Oh, child, they all the same. I forgot. Y'all, Raleigh in North Carolina, y'all know what I mean. I had
we
a brain
live
fart.
about 3.5 hours away from Raleigh.
It felt long. It
So
felt like
that's
it
what-
stayed away.
so
know?
you couldn't she couldn't hop and go
Right.
home and get. That's what she's saying.
So that was a whole ordeal. But God made a way for me to take that test the very next day. It wasn't on time, but it was right on time. And he said, you know, may not come when you want him, but he'd be there on time. That's what he was. He was on time for me for that license. It's not. It's just the same. I said what they say. I ain't say what the Bible said.
Because people be like, "Well, that's not the Bible," but we know.
God knows, don't be so literal. Loosen up. So just loosen up. This our life, T. This how we talk. So I did do that, and I was able to I work every day. I have a weekend job, then I work in the salon because I was just like, I'm not gonna ask nobody for a penny. I'm gonna grind it out and pay the rest of this tuition because they, with the help of God, helped me, even put the down payment down. And that's like love. Okay, we locked in, we for lifers. So it was just like, took a lot out of me because I was pushing that off for a long time. Like, I don't want nobody to help me. It was that pride. I was like, no, I don't need y'all doing that. Y'all don't need to invest in me. No. And then I was like, whatever. But either way, I got through that and I paid it off. And now all I got to do is schedule my test. I actually got to get a picture of me with a white background. So I got to take a picture soon. And I forgot about that. And then I can set up my test. So that's
I'm
a
gonna
great
be
thing.
her mannequin. I get me
Yes.
waxed.
So I'm super, super excited about that, guys. Like, in this new journey, I'm going to be very, 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 very transparent. So judge your mama, don't judge me. No, I'm joking. But this is one of them things that's like, we so I'm going to give you a quick background story of my journey with God. So after my mom died in 2019, June 10th, and her death date is coming up. So a lot of times around this time in life, I be having the time of my life. Life be lifing for me, and I be leaning on this. I be leaning on that. I be leaning on everybody but God. So I was like, this year I was. That's what I said. I was leaning on. I thought I said I was. Well, I was B. Was.
No, you
was.
ain't there no more.
I know, it's just funny.
She not there.
But
no
I
more,
feel like
y'all.
I'm just messing up because, like, y'all, I got, like, brain fogs right now. But I'm good, though. Like, I really am. Because, I'm going through something right now, but I'm still good either way. So, I used to lean, and none of that made sense either. But I used to lean. Jesus, help me.
Take your time, baby.
It's like I'm in the testimony service. Take it, let them
Oh
use
my gosh,
you.
my heart be beating so fast when you tell somebody, "Oh God, calm down."
It's like you ain't never spoken in front of nobody
I
before.
ain't never.
It's crazy. But so I did.
Sheena,
I couldn't let it go.
I couldn't let it go.
This is how we really be. Like,
It
if
really
we
is.
can't, you
couldn't let it
cannot
go.
live without, like, don't you slaughter no
What?
words around
Don't.
here.
No.
You gonna be on the chopping block.
Correction. Don't slaughter no words around Risha.
Oh, that's why they on
She
me right
started
now.
it.
Risha
That's why they
will
on me right now.
forever
You right.
correct you. You said what? Rewind that back. What you say?
And then I be the one to be like, yeah, I gotta put some hot dog on my ketchup. Man, what did you just say? I say the dumbest thing sometimes, and they be like, where did my brain get that from? Like, one time I said, yeah, I gotta put some tire in my air.
What?
Y'all know what I meant. So either way, we go forward back. So I used to lean on everything else but God. So I was like, God, this year, I really want to do something different. Like, I was locked in. Like, I was like, help me, Jesus, don't let me go down. And I was like, at the time, like I said, I'm gonna go back to what I said. This is really transparent. I was vaping for like 2 years, and ever since 2022, this is something that I have been fighting. Like, God, I don't want it. God, yes, I do. It had me in the chokehold. It had DDT'd me. It had did everything but turn me loose. So I was like, God, you're going to have to help me. So what I did was, I thank God for my leader, my pastor. I was like, and I know people probably like, oh, you ain't got to do all that. It takes all that and more. Okay, because it helped me, and now I'm focused for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Free.
have to have, right, I'm free, and I'm free indeed, because I made a conscious decision. Like, I don't want this to take me out, and I don't want it a part of my future if this is not, first of all, I know it's not what God has for me, because it was doing something to my body. Like, so now I suffer with the consequences until the Lord helped me get this remedy, which I was looking in my herbal book so I can fix myself. Because, like, every time I eat now, it's like whatever I eat, I can eat ice cream, and now I hear like rattling in my chest, and I'm like, and it's only like for a little bit. I'm coughing and stuff, and then it's over. So I was like, God, I don't want that. So either way, that was something I was going through, and like I gave it up like the end of April, and I was in a relationship, and now I am single.
She's single again.
Why y'all
Back
both start?
on the prowl.
Either way. And he was a nice gentleman. He was a great guy, you know, but at the same time, it was things that, of course, like being a Christian woman, like I've always had my struggle of like, I had to see that I wouldn't put anything before God. And that's the lesson I got out of it all. Because we've been knowing each other for 5 years. We've been friends on and off for a long time. And, you know, we actually gave it a try. We were dating for only 2 months. And, you know, it was one of them things where, you know, when they come back around, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I had blocked him completely in January of last year because we dated for like 2 weeks, and I was standing the ground on my celibacy, right? Oh well, can't do that. So I said, okay, bye. Have a good night. I blocked him on everything, and I said, God, I'll never do this again. So I didn't. Found me a month later in October or something, and I prayed about it. I did pray. So I do feel like this was still my lesson. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like God really didn't speak to me, because even leading out of the relationship, I prayed, I fasted, and he still showed me what to say. Everything went how it was supposed to go. And so I could have regret, I could have shame, but I don't, because like God has literally made me free. And it's just like, if you don't learn now, then you got to go through it again. And I be doggone. I said, God, I can't take another L in my heart. So this wasn't a L for my heart. It was a L for like a lesson. And it was like, it wasn't even a loss because it was a lesson. We're still friends, you know what I'm saying? He's still a good person. But like, we were just on 2 different paths of life that I genuinely could not compromise or shake. Like I did, but I tried to do it his way, you know what I'm saying? And just, I just love him. I want to do whatever he says, and we're going to do whatever, and just trying to be so in tune. But I'm like, I'm losing my connection with God. And on top of this, I'm fighting vaping. He doesn't know I'm fighting vaping. So it's like,
He does now.
well, yeah, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It wasn't like a battle that I wanted the world to know anyway. It was something, because like I said, I profess Christ. So it's like, oh, how you do that and that and then third. Let me tell you something. And it doesn't give you an excuse to sin, but if it already had you in the chokehold, you got to fight for your life. So that's why, and God can use my story to help somebody else out of it, because I know how to get out of it. Like I said, my dear pastor, I was like, Pastor, I think I'm gonna need to stay with you for 30 days. I need rehab. And I was so serious with her, because I said, God, if I don't get it out of my life now, I can't do this on my own. And I was already not going to church because I was work 7 days a week. And I was like, how I'm gonna do it? I need deliverance, Lord. I need deliverance. Because like, it was like, I needed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, and every time I got frustrated, every time I got mad, I leaned on it. So I was like, I want to lean on you. Help me learn how to walk, you know, the way you said to walk, because I'm not going to make it in if I don't. And I want to make it in. I want to please God, like above it all. So taking that time, you know, and, you know, just doing that. And like I said, I did fall by the wayside in my relationship, but I had to go back to even repent to them. It was like, you know, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to lay down with you. Like, I shouldn't have never did that. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to take you on a merry-go-round either, because I want to wait for marriage. And I think we should, you know. And if you can't accept that, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you got to stand in your truth, and I got to stand in mine. So it was like one of the things where, and it was other things and other factors, because it wasn't just that, you know. But ultimately, if you take a person on that route that's not like, you know, really devoted to church or Christ, like it's gonna make them feel or look at you crazy, and I can't help that. And that's why I said I don't want to be a misrepresentation of Christ ever again in my life. That's why I was like, I have to walk this one out all the way. Like with anybody else for my future, like you gonna have to wait, because I gotta do it his way. I gotta be able to hear from him, because if I'm not good to me, I'm not good to him. I'm not gonna be good to you. You cannot expect me to be my best self. I'm gonna give you scraps. I'm gonna give you, oh, I'm going through, oh, I'm moody, oh, I'm this, and I don't have no self-control. If I can't even get over my addictions or over my, sins. And like, it's like we're gonna sin. Well, I wouldn't even say we're gonna sin. We're gonna fall short in general in certain areas, but to just blankly do it and knowing it's wrong is something I wouldn't feel comfortable doing. Even going through this breakup, like yesterday, very transparent moment. Like, I got off work, I wanted to call him so bad. I want to go over there. I was like, God, it's a beautiful day. I know, no, I need to do something to make me happy. And I just was like, I'm gonna go to the beach. And I was like, no, I'm gonna go to Walmart and go look for a purity ring and have something that commit myself to me and God, like a ring I can wear or whatever, just something that's gonna make me happy. So I went to Walmart. They didn't have no rings that was like for the low, and I was like, I'll just order mine on Amazon, because it's not that deep to be getting like a $4,000 some ring, even $100. It just need to be a little something, a token of my love, right? A little trinket of my love and my commitment to God. And so I didn't find one. I was a little bummed out by that. Tay was on the phone with me. When I tell you God orchestrated my day yesterday, I give him literally all the glory, because like on the way to work, I had such a moment, and I'm not gonna get emotional, but I had such a moment with God, and I was like, God, thank you. And all I could do is still be grateful. And I didn't even think that was possible in pain. And I was like, I'm grateful, because you're literally orchestrating my life, and I trust you with it. He told me weeks ago that he was training me in trust. Didn't know what that meant until I felt the hurt, and I was like, ooh, this hurt, but you said you was training me in trust. And then the call this morning when Sheena even said that God said that I think I'm better than him. And I was like, God, you think I think I'm better than you? I was like, I do. And so but it hit me.
Stronger.
Right, stronger. And I was like, you said better than. You think you're better than God. And she was like, because you think that you feel like you're going to give into your sin. Like, you put so much confidence in yourself that you're going to give into your sin. Like, your sin is stronger. You like your sin can overtake you, and God is stronger. And I said, man, God. And then she told me God said to open up a new door, for him to come in, and that he wants to like tell him my inner sins, things that you don't even just do, something that's in your mind that's just a sin or just a doubt or something or fear. And I said, okay, I'm going to let God be your best friend. And I said, I'm going to do that. And I started crying at work, and I said, Lord, I'm glad nobody coming, because Jesus, I'm looking out the window, Lord. Okay, what you need me to do again? I'm going to read this, because I write it down. Like, if God's telling me something through somebody, I'm going to write it down right away so I won't forget, because the enemy be trying to snatch that joint right there. You hear me? Or like when you going through something, you be like, what he said now? I don't even remember. So it's important to always document. I record. If I don't record it, I write it down. Something to that I can go back and look on. So I was so grateful, because yesterday, like I said, I did that, and I was like, okay, Tay, I ain't been about to sit on the phone with you, because I didn't have no words to say. I was so lost for words yesterday, but I wasn't sad. I just didn't have nothing to say, and I was trying to find something good to do, because usually the old me, I didn't do good with idle time. Like, idle time and me and a nice day and a little bit of money in my pocket. Oh, that's a recipe for sin. That's a recipe for sin. I don't know, but they say that good weather bring it out in you. So I was like, God, take it out of me. I don't want it now. What I'm supposed to do. So I go do something to make me happy. I went to go get ice cream, sat in the car. Then I came back to Pastor's house. I took a walk around her neighborhood in my sandals. I knew I was tripping, because my foot was swollen. But I walked so slow. I just moseyed around the neighborhood, let the vitamin E hit me, had my music in my ear. And I was just like, vitamin D. What I say, E, right? What I'm doing? Jesus.
You just talking,
yeah,
a little faster.
Vitamin D. And so
we got you. We got you.
So I just did that.
I got stuck correcting her. Did you see it?
You did, because I was like, I said something wrong, but Tay didn't say nothing, and then you said it. So I was like, okay. But I did that, and then Toya had this Zoom that she wanted us all to be a part of, and I was like, Lord. So I was just sitting there.
That I fell asleep on.
Right, but I had sat there.
I did.
I was sitting there, and she was like, Risha, I got to speak tonight, and I want you to hear what I got to say, so and see how I sound. Toya she wants to make sure it's right. So I said, go ahead, sister. I put my phone down. I was on TikTok. I really didn't want to, but I said, I'm going to do it for you. Go ahead. And she was like, she went on, and I was like, that was good. She was like, you really think so? I was like, yeah, I wouldn't lie to you. Like, if I felt like you had said something wrong, but either way, we did that. We sat there for hours. And in the middle of the Zoom, she had her mics on mute. She was like, you want to do Bible study? I was like, sure. Why not? We could do that. I like to get more into the Bible. So boom, we did that thing that into almost 11. That was a lot for me.
And my daughter joined us.
Yes, and Mari.
My
Yes,
baby.
I was like, that was beautiful because she was fighting this tooth and nail at first. I'm not Bible. I'm studying Bible, child. Why would
But
I
came
do
back
that?
with her Bible.
Exactly. I was like, Mari, it's all right. But we read, we studied, we broke down certain things, and it literally lifted my spirit. Like, first, before we even did that, I vented about my day because I was like, y'all, I avoided temptation like I was in the Matrix. Thank God. You hear me? 'Cause I was like, I could have did this, I could have did that.
Yes.
But I just was like, God, I don't want to disappoint you anymore, especially on purpose. That is my whole thing. I don't want to do it on purpose. If I mess up, don't let it be on purpose. Like, if it's something that I did and I didn't realize, okay, God, help me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm refusing to put myself in situations where I'm not doing that. So I don't want to do that. So I was like, okay, whatever. But we talked, we laughed, we vented before we even read the Bible. And it was such a light conversation. It was so light. And it was just beautiful. And then like Toya left and we ended like 12 o'clock. And, I took my shower and went to bed, had to go to work. And then that's when, I went to work again today. And God, he just be like, he had this song, I Am Seen by Torrin Wells was seen. And it was just like, yes, I am seen by you. You see every broken piece. Like, you see it all. And you never get tired of me.
I'm seen. Gosh, I gotta get the words together.
I'm seen
That
through
makes a lot
every
of more
broken
sense.
piece. You see the best of me.
Yeah, that makes I'm sing. I am
didn't know.
sing.
You know these
Sing.
words be like jumbled up sometimes.
No,
I
Tay,
am.
no. Are you the only person that heard sing?
I am seen.
If you've ever heard the song before and you hear
The
I
word
am
is
sing,
called seen. The song is called
Let us
Seen.
know in the
what it's
comments.
called. I just like the song.
Have
Go
you?
ahead.
Okay. Yes.
But it was just a beautiful weekend, and like I said, like through the whole breakup, God had kept me. He kept me strong, and even I remember one time I was crying, and I scrolled across something, and it made my brother-in-law with that the tasing thing. Excuse me. I mean, literally in the middle of crying, sad tears, and I saw it, and I was like, thank you, Lord. Like I needed
That was
that. Like
hilarious.
it was, but like he literally has been swooping me up with every disappointment. He's catching me. He's carrying me. He's carrying me. So I'm like, I cannot be disappointed for too long. Like it humanly hurts, but to spiritually stand up and be like, God, thank you. It's something I never had, but I know it came with fasting. It came with praying. It came with telling the enemy no when I could have said yes. It came
Right.
with, just saying yes to God completely. Yes, every day. Yes,
Right.
every day.
Now let me ask you a question. When you were on the opposite end of
Mhm.
that and you did not reach for God, did he catch you?
Yes. Wait, what do you mean?
Like, did you experience that?
Oh, the peace that I'm
Yes.
going through?
Right. Did you feel that catching? And did you feel that did you feel him?
I feel like he's always been there with me. I
there.
personally didn't reach for him, so all I can remember is what I leaned
The
on.
pain, right?
Right.
Because we reach into the pain, we reach for that, and I think that people
you
need
don't
to
even
understand.
really reach into the pain. You ignore it. Like you feel it,
I
but you
reached into it.
right. But what I did in the last time the situation, I literally that was like last January, and that same January I was planning to go to Georgia, do something I shouldn't even have done. You know what I'm saying? Last February I went to Georgia, shouldn't even been there. And I just went into this pain spill. Then I was like drinking. Then I was going to a bar. Then I was.
So you try to mask it.
Yeah, I wasn't addressing that.
And see, I wasn't a drinker. I hate alcohol, and I'm allergic to
Me
cigarettes.
too. It's
And and then I tried to smoke a cigarette one time, and I passed out. And that's how I learned that I was allergic, because my throat swelled up. And then the girl that I was smoking with left me there because I passed out. She was like, "Oh my God, we're gonna get in trouble." She left me. I could have died, but I didn't. Thank you, Jesus. So basically, I couldn't turn to any of those things. So I kind of just reached into the pain and just felt it, and just let my train of thought take me and justify my pain to me.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like I didn't feel, God was always there, but I never reached for him.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I was asking you that, because I didn't feel him in those moments. He was always there. I started reaching for him like, okay, God, bring me out of my pain.
Mm-hmm.
The second
You
I
reached
started
for him.
reaching for him, he started showing me how to
Mm-hmm.
not live in there, giving me reasons and pouring into me and investing.
Reminding you.
Yes.
Yes.
I can attest to that. Like it's even when I was experiencing last week, God gave the word through pastor that every word that God has spoken over your life is going to happen.
Come on.
And she said not a drop would fall.
Come on.
And I was just like,
say so.
the comfort and the reminders that he gives you when you're striving to walk,
Strive,
When you're
when you
reaching for
press
him.
towards
when
the
you're
mark.
pressing towards the mark.
Yes, Lord.
The comfort that he gives you is undeniable.
It's almost
so beautiful. It's just
unexplainable.
like, oh God,
and you can't prove it.
Right,
to
because they're like, how are you really
anybody
okay?
else.
I promise you, God makes it all better. You got to triumph for yourself, sis, bro. Do it.
It's literally proof of his existence because you know you're not doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
It's not possible to do it by yourself. He does things. He sends things your way. I remember when you decided to come out. I don't even remember what year it was. You started working for me. And all of those things that happen outside of you. And that's the thing that people don't realize. Like, they'll be like, oh, you know, you're delusional. You believe in it so much that you are making these things seem like they're happening and they're not. No. I mean, like, it was like you got free glasses.
Yeah.
You got the, what you call it, like,
so much.
you
happened
were,
one
everything that
week.
you had lacked, I said, reach for God, you know, just try it for yourself. And boom, 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 boom. And I remember you didn't even have money for a trip. And then all of a sudden, you were gifted.
My dad.
Yes, through that
$300
$300
Through
for
obedience.
a trip that we were going on, like, in a couple of days. Like, you can't make that stuff happen.
Yeah.
You can't make that stuff happen. You can't. And it was all lining up. And when you reach for God, and understand this, your half, well, I guess he might do it, you know, and or like the manipulation we'll try to do, like, well, if God don't do it, he don't love me. Those type of things do not produce results.
Even if it don't work your way.
It don't. This year was my
mad.
first year of saying, like, even experiencing difficult things. Like, God, you are still good.
Yeah.
I would literally be in the car, and be like, God, this
through
hurts,
disappointment.
but God, you are
Come
still
on.
good.
That is the truth.
I don't like this, but you are still good. Because I was one to blame God. You put me in this position.
Yes, like you
and I
want to
don't
see me
like
hurt,
this.
don't
I'm
you?
pretty sure you could have made me avoid this.
Yes.
And you did this, but this was my first year. I was literally
Legit.
like, God, you are still good.
That is the part. That is the part.
'Cause
That's what
he
I'm
is.
telling you. When I
He
tell
is
you,
still good.
God, when I was so disappointed one particular night, before the actual ending of it, I was like, God, I'm disappointed. I'm hurt. And I literally started speaking in my heavenly language to him because I never done this before. And literally I was like, God, I got to tell him. I kept hearing my spirit, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. And I was like, God, well, I got to tell him. And I don't normally usually call it because I feel like he ain't never going to answer anyway sometimes. Just my trauma, not his. But either way. So I was like, God, I want this song that I was playing on my phone to play. And I was like, I need this song to be playing because it gives me peace. And I kid you not, I turned my phone off, like the music off my phone. The song was on the radio. I said, oh
My,
I
literally,
gotta
my
call
God.
him, Lord, because you worked this.
Oh,
He
my
worked that for me. I don't
God.
care. Nobody can tell me that he ain't real. They can kiss my toe before they tell me he ain't real. Because let me tell you something. The way he worked through
Won't he do
everything,
it?
I didn't even know you could honestly pray in the spirit and be hurt and be in pain and be
Yep.
disappointed. And
Yep.
he literally, his spirit is speaking through you. So he hear, and not only that, he says that he's near to the people that are contrite in heart, which is a
Yes,
broken heart.
brokenhearted.
So that means you know, Lord, we about to
He
be
right
like this.
there.
You hear
He
me?
right there.
He's right here. Cause like he don't want to see none of us hurt or anything, so he wants us to all reach for him. That's why people need to develop a real relationship with him, because you will never know what we're talking about if you don't really genuinely walk this thing out.
Experience this for yourself.
Trying to tell you now, that's the T. Okay, heal somewhere and let the Lord heal you.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
I think that's a perfect way to end it.
That's a
Get
blessing. Y'all, let me
Jesus.
tell you something.
Get him.
Get Jesus.
Okay.
Get Jesus for
That's
yourself.
it.
Receive
Just
the
get
Holy
Jesus.
Spirit.
Yes.
Don't let him just rest on you. Let him
Right.
be in you.
In you. Walk
and
in
it
you.
will.
Change your whole life. You start looking at everything different. And like that's why I said I don't have any hard feelings for my ex or anything. I wish him well in life. I'm just grateful that the truth
Same
came out.
here.
I'm grateful that, he was able to speak his piece, and make peace with it. And I'm okay with it. Like I'm genuinely okay. Disappointed, yes, but will I always move on? Absolutely. Because literally God is my keeper. Like he keeps my mind, he keeps everything in check and makes it better. Like he advances everything. So I'm excited.
One of these days we're gonna have to sing up here for y'all, but that ain't today.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Why was I
nice.
thinking I was literally going to be like, Sheena, go and end this with a song. I was literally thinking
Because we had
that.
church. That's why.
Literally
Yes.
thinking about that.
We
But,
did.
sorry.
We took y'all to church. Okay.
We did.
Yeah,
We
that
did.
was amazing. That was awesome.
So
This has been a wonderful conversation. I hope you got to know us a little bit more
Yes.
through our stories. And if you want more, please let us know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share to all your families and friends. We want to get to know you just as well as we want you guys to get to know us. So this has been another episode of Maybe We Can Help. We hope you helped you on tonight. I'm Tasia Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
Bye. Have a great night, guys.